In this video we go over all the freaky details of what exactly happens at the Chop Chop house in Boise, Idaho. There was a horrifyingly gruesome murder there, but since then people have reported full-fledged hauntings. It's difficult to avoid staring when you pass the residence at 805 West Linden Street in Boise, Idaho. The two-story, 2,728 square foot craftsman-style home has a layer of soot covering it, damaged and boarded-up windows, and rubbish scattered over the yard, giving it the appearance of an abandoned horror movie set. But the real story is considerably more terrifying. Locals occasionally refer to the house, which is more generally known as the Boise Murder House, as the Chop Chop house in jest because a horrifying homicide occurred there more than 3 decades ago. Preston Murr, 21, was shot and killed early on June 30, 1987 by Daniel Rogers, 37, and Darren Cox, 31, in the basement of Rogers' house at 805 West Linden Street. The two men then drove to the Idaho-Oregon border, dismembered his body with an axe and knife, bagged the pieces in plastic, and dumped them in the Brownlee Reservoir. Even while the crime's details are horrifying, one aspect stands out more horrifyingly than the others: Murr almost managed to escape. The three guys got into a fight around midnight, and one of the other two shot Murr in the shoulder, according to court filings. After escaping the house somehow, he raced to another one close by and pounded on the door, pleading for assistance, but no one replied. However, the neighbor inside did dial the cops. He heard someone banging on his door and screaming, "Let go of me," followed by a distressed yell. Peeking out of his window, he observed someone pursuing Murr until they caught him and pulled him back inside Rogers' house, where they tragically shot him in the back of the head. Even though police didn't show up that night, the same neighbor called them again the following morning to ask them to check out the blood on his screen door. Blood that was discovered all over the area, including on sidewalks and at least one other neighbor's house, further created a terrifying image of Murr's heroic struggle to flee his assassins the previous evening. Even though the crime scene has long ago been cleaned up, 805 West Linden Street continues to have a sinister history. It's unknown what happened to the home in the years immediately following Rogers' transfer to the Idaho State Correctional Center to complete a life term without the possibility of release. But Internet property records show James Howell as the new owner as of 2000. Due to its close proximity to Boise State University, Howell has since rented the home to a number of tenants, making it a well-liked option for students looking for off-campus accommodation. Local history surrounding the home has a very collegiate feel as a result. For example, one persistent rumor states that fraternity brothers have claimed to have witnessed blood dripping down the basement walls for years. Although this rumor is untrue and 805 W Linden was never a recognized frat house, several previous occupants claim there is something strange about the location. The basement was strange and unsettling. To frighten people, we would bring them down there. Joe W., a former BSU student, told a radio station that he never saw any ghosts, but he could feel that something wasn't right. Rachel R., a different Boise resident, revealed to the station that her family came close to purchasing the home back in 2000, and that even now, just thinking about their tour of the property makes her nervous. The basement was by far the most unsettling area, as it appeared to have been abandoned, she claimed. The most bizarre story, told to the radio station by Dan D., however, goes far further than the basement. Dan and his companion allegedly believed they heard a break-in attempt one night, according to his account. No one was present when they went outside to the front porch to investigate. Dan turned to face the home after scanning the front yard and noticed a huge black greasy-looking object in an upstairs bedroom's window. Before it vanished, he recalls seeing the shadowy figure move away from the window and in the direction of the bedroom door. It soon reappeared outside in a mirror that was positioned on the porch. Dan observed as the ball of oily blackness slid down the porch's tall column, gradually enlarging until it filled the mirror's whole reflection and passed directly through him. It was the strangest, most unsettling feeling I've ever experienced, and even writing this makes it come back to me. He described it as like ice fingers digging into my shoulders. Howell maintains that the house isn't haunted despite these and numerous other terrifying tales. Deanne Davis, a former resident who lived there with her 2 girls from 2008 to 2009, concurs, saying Idaho News Channel 2 that her family had no paranormal experiences while they were there. Even while the house may not be haunted by ghosts, its negative reputation undoubtedly is. Despite the numerous reports to the contrary, everyone is sure that it is haunted, according to Davis. Do you think this place is haunted with the ghosts of the deceased? Why would people want to intentionally stay here knowing the stories? If you like this video, make sure to subscribe for more, and we'll see you next time.